Hello, YESKaren friends. I'm Karen Carlson with YESKaren Fitness, and I am bringing you an at-home tricep circuit that you can do with minimal equipment. You'll need some sliders, whether that's carpet sliders or some cloth for hard floor, and you'll need long bands. So ideally, your set of long bands will have 5 resistances, removable handles, a door anchor, and at least 1 ankle strap. So you can get them really for around $20 or less. So no excuses, but that's the equipment we'll be using. When you do these exercises, we'll go over form and we'll go over everything you'll need to know. But what I want you to focus on is you're gonna do 3 sets of each exercise with about 20 seconds of rest in between each set. And then about 1.5 to 2 minutes rest in between each exercise. So this is gonna burn out your triceps. So let's start. We're gonna do a tricep dip and pulse. We're going to do a lying down band tricep extension. We're going to do a band overhead extension. We're going to do, I'm losing my train of thought, hold on. We're going to do Y slides. And I think that's it. I have 5, but I might have forgotten something, but we'll get back to it. But on to the first exercise.
Our first exercise is a Y slide, and it's a great compound exercise. You're going to need some sliders. If you're on carpet, these are great because you can actually put your fingers around them. So get some of these, you can get them at Walmart in like the hardware section. Big enough for your hands, okay? If you're not on carpet or if you're on a harder surface, you'll need something for your knees, a pad or a pillow. And you're gonna need a loop band, a medium one. Now this loop band needs to go around the palms of your hand, not around your elbows or around your wrists, because it'll slide up. So you want it around the palm of your hand or the heel of your hand, okay? And you're gonna put your hands around your sliders, okay? You're gonna tuck your butt under so that the tops of your knees are going to be rolling on the floor. Tuck your butt under, straight line, your neck and your spine are aligned. And then you're gonna keep your elbows in close to your body. That's your stabilization. And you're gonna push the other arm out into a Y. This is gonna hit your triceps, but it's also gonna get your back. It's also gonna get your abs. You're gonna feel it in your shoulders. So this is a great compound exercise. All right, just remember to keep that elbow in close to your body. It's very important. And to also keep that pelvic tucked under so you have a straight line from your head all the way to your butt. All right, let's move on to the next one. This next exercise is a tricep dip. All you need is a chair or a bench, stool, or even a step. And yeah, you need a stool or another chair in front of you, but that's optional. This is gonna make it harder. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit on your bench or your chair, make sure it's sturdy. You're gonna slide right off of it, just so your back would be scraping the bench. You want your elbows in, so when they move, they go straight back. You're gonna put your feet out in front of you, either on the floor or another step, and you're gonna dip down to 90-degree angle, and you're gonna come up. You're gonna do 3 of those, and then you're gonna pulse at the bottom for 3, all right? That's really gonna dig deep into your triceps. 2, 3, now pulse for 3. You do as many as you can. Now if that's too difficult, you can bring that bench in and bend your knees. That'll be slightly easier. If that's still too difficult, you can get rid of the bench or box altogether, and you can be on the floor, okay? So that's a modification. That's a tricep dip with pulses, and let me tell you, those pulses are killer. So let's move on to the next exercise.
All right, everybody, this is a body weight exercise only. It's a tricep push-up. Now, form is really important, but this is one of the harder tricep exercises, so I'll give you a modification as well. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get down on the floor, belly down. You're gonna put your hands right next to your chest with your toes on the floor. You're gonna make sure that booty is tight and those abs are tight. Now the key to this is you're just unbending your elbow. You're not moving anything else. Everything else is straight and tight. You're looking down to the floor. Now, modification, you bring your knees up. You're rolling on the tops of your knees, not your kneecaps. Okay? That's your modification. This is a tricep push-up.
and those are killer. For all of these stations, try to do anywhere from 8 to 15 exercises before you break for that 20 seconds. It's gonna get continually harder, so if you can't make it to 15, that's fine. If you can't make 8 reps though, each set, then you try to modify and make it slightly easier for you. But that's a tricep push-up. Let's move on to the
All right,
next
guys,
exercise.
this actually is killer. Now, this is an example. These are the bands I'm talking about. See how I was able to double up on my bands? I have 2 resistance strengths here attached to my handles, and I have a door anchor. So in your set, I really want you to have these things. So I've got a light and a heavy band. What you're gonna do is you're gonna lie down on the floor, and you're gonna grab these handles. Now, it's very important that your triceps are glued to the floor here. You do not raise them up. You grab these handles, you get your triceps situated on the floor, all right? And then you're gonna push all the way down so your fingertips touch the floor. Now your back, your lower back, is also glued into the floor. You're gonna come down to the floor and you're gonna hold it for a second, and you're going to resist that pull or retraction. Now, to make it easier, you scoot your butt in, and you can still keep going. To make it more difficult, you scoot your butt out. Now, if you want an added ab contraction, you can lift your feet throughout this entire exercise, okay? Making sure you keep that back in the floor. So, the first few of those are gonna feel easy, but it's not easy for long. You're really going to contract your triceps. It's gonna be hard. So do as many as you can, but shoot for 8 to 15. All right, now on to the next exercise.
The last exercise we're gonna do is a banded tricep extension overhead. So an overhead tricep extension with a band. Now, I wanna show you how I set this up and how the door anchor works. First of all, you're only gonna need 1 handle for this. So you're going to attach 1 band to 1 handle, okay? You're going to adjust the door anchor so that it's about knee height. So you're gonna stand by your door and you're gonna put it in about knee height. Oh, my mat's in my way. That's all right. We'll get her done. All right, we'll make it look pretty. There we go. So you're gonna take this and you're gonna put it behind your back. You're gonna make sure that tricep is straight and your knee, or I'm sorry, your elbow is pointing up to the ceiling. You're gonna hold it for stability and you're gonna extend, okay? You're gonna contract at the top, you're gonna hold it for a second, and then you're gonna let it down, okay? Make sure you're not using momentum and you're not throwing your body forward. You're keeping your back straight and your tricep is doing all the work. All right, so that's an overhead tricep extension with a band. Now, if you need to make it a little easier, you can drop down in terms of the resistance of your band. If you're already at the lowest one, the only other way you can make it easier is to raise this up just a little bit, okay? So that is our last exercise.
All right, everybody. So those were 5 exercises you can do at home with minimal equipment. Remember, 3 sets of anywhere from 8 to 15 with about 20 seconds of rest in between your sets. And then about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes of rest in between your exercises. You can do these at home or really anywhere. The equipment you're using is portable and very inexpensive. So look for links to some bands below, and really inexpensive way to work out at home for gym quality exercises. So join me next time for another YESKaren workout.